the noise of the rushing world. A gentle voice, a story unfurled, wisdom from a distant shore, opening a brand new door.
The world has grown quiet. Outside your window, the darkness has settled deep, and the frantic noise of the day has finally begun to fade. I wonder what the landscape of your heart looks like at this very moment. Perhaps you are quietly nursing a small wound inflicted by a stranger's indifference. Or perhaps you are pricking yourself with the sharp thorns of a word you regret saying. Tonight, I want to sit beside you. I want to take those tired thoughts of yours and soak them in warm water until they are soft and clean. I want to tell you a story. The story of a novel by Jungeun, called The Marigold Mind Laundry. In a quiet village on a hill, where marigold flowers bloom in wild abundance, there is a mysterious laundry shop. Its owner is a woman named Jieun. She possesses a strange, supernatural power, the ability to turn her deepest desires into reality. But this power came at a terrible price, costing her the family she loved most. Now she waits for those with heavy hearts and asks them a simple question. What stain has marked your soul? If I wash it away, will you be able to smile again? Life leaves us with stains. We never asked for sorrow, pain, and the bitter ink of regret. This book doesn't ask us to simply ignore them. Instead, it shows us how to look closely at those stains, to wash them with intention, and to let them dry under a gentle sun. My hope is that this story wraps around you tonight, like the scent of freshly laundered linen, warm, soft, and comforting. Find your most comfortable position. Close your eyes. Let the weight of the day fall away, and walk with me into the Marigold Mind Laundry. 1. The loneliness of the gift. When the world is this still, it can feel as if you are the only one left awake. Jieun lived in that stillness for a very long time. She was born with a gift that felt like a curse. Whatever I pictured in my mind became real, but it wasn't a blessing. When a small mistake in my childhood caused my family to vanish in an instant, I realized this power was a cage of loneliness. I lived for hundreds of years, never aging, never dying, hating myself every single day. People might envy such power, but what is a life without the warmth of a hand to hold? I only ever wanted to be ordinary to love, to be loved, and to grow old. After centuries of wandering through her own shadows, Jieun decided she wanted to use her time to wash away the pain of others, and in doing so, perhaps rinse her own. She opened her laundry shop in a white building on the hill. When a guest arrives, she offers them a cup of tea, the color of a sunset. Welcome, she says. This is a place where we wash the stains of the heart. Drink this. It will help you find the words for the things you've kept hidden. Your secrets are safe here. Tell me, what color is your heart tonight? Where does it hurt? She does not judge. She does not offer hollow advice. She simply listens. Like the sound of a distant stream, her presence calms the boiling emotions of those who visit. Sometimes, just having one person truly listen, one person to acknowledge that your pain is real, is enough to give you the strength to stand up again. 2. The art of washing stains. The first guest was a man who looked as though he were carrying the weight of the entire world. He wanted to erase the stain of betrayal, the memory of a love that broke him and ruined his life. His heart looked like a white shirt ruined by a bottle of black ink. Jieun looked at him with kindness. If you don't treat a stain, it sinks deeper into the fabric over time, she said. But if you scrub too hard, you'll tear the material. The heart is the same. Trying too hard to force yourself to forget only makes the wound deeper. What happened to you wasn't your fault. It was just a storm you had to walk through. She began her special process of washing. Soak your mind in the warmth. Let it soften. I will add the soap of consolation. The tears you cry now, they are the water that purifies the stain. Some memories never fully disappear, but we can make them fade. We can make them so faint that they no longer have the power to hurt you. The man wept. He cried for all the years he had stayed strong. And when he left, he walked with a lightness he hadn't felt in a decade. Don't let the shadow of that stain ruin your today, Jieun whispered as he walked away. Let it be nothing more than a faint mark of where you've been. Now, go eat a warm meal and sleep deeply. 3. Ironing out the wrinkles. Then there was a young woman who had lost her spark. Her heart was a tangled mess, wrinkled by the constant habit of comparing herself to others. Why am I not enough? She asked. Everyone else is so far ahead, and I'm just stuck. My life feels ruined. Jieun touched the air around her, as if smoothing out fabric. Just because a garment is wrinkled doesn't mean it has lost its value, she said. An iron can make it crisp again. Your heart is just a bit crumpled right now. The wrinkles of other people's opinions, the creases of fear. Let me iron them for you. When the warmth passes over them, they will smooth out. How can you be so steady? The woman asked. Jieun smiled. I shake every day. Even after hundreds of years, life is still strange and difficult, but I'm not afraid of the shaking anymore. If it gets wrinkled, I'll iron it. If it gets wet, I'll dry it. Your value doesn't change because of a few creases. In fact, those lines are what make your pattern unique. This pain is making you stronger. As Jieun worked, the young woman's eyes began to clear. She looked in the mirror, and for the first time in a long time, she liked the person looking back. 4. Rinsing away regret. Then came the rinsing, the most important part. An elderly man came to the laundry, his heart heavy with the things he hadn't said. He had spent his life chasing success, neglecting the people who mattered most. Now he was drowning in the sediment of if only. Jieun prepared the clearest water. Regret is a stubborn thing, she said. It doesn't come out in one wash. You have to rinse it again and again. The words you didn't say to your wife, the love you didn't show your children, release them into the water. Holding on to them won't change the past, but it will drown your present. The man began to speak his confessions into the water. With every rinse, his voice grew steadier. Regret is a ghost that keeps you from living today, Jieun told him. Go to the people you love. It is never too late. A word of love is beautiful at any time, but the word spoken now is the most powerful. Go. They are waiting. The man left the shop and immediately picked up his phone. Honey, he whispered, his voice trembling. In his silhouette, there was finally a glimmer of light. The patience of drying. Finally, the laundry is hung out to dry. In the front yard of the shop, white sheets flutter in the breeze. Now that the heart is clean, Jieun says, it must sit in the sun. It needs the air to become soft and airy again. A heart that is dried well can withstand any winter, but you mustn't rush it. You must wait for the sun to shine and the wind to pass through. Healing takes time. The guests leave the Marigold Mind Laundry, wearing their refreshed hearts. Their faces are no longer dark. They carry a subtle, glowing peace. They feel like a towel fresh from the dryer, warm, thick, and comforting. This waiting period is essential. It's the time you give yourself to heal before stepping back into the world. If you feel like you aren't better yet, don't beat yourself up. The sun will rise, the clouds will part, and your heart will dry. The story of Jieun is nearly at its end for tonight. Has it made your heart feel a little lighter? In the language of flowers, the marigold means happiness that is sure to come. It is a promise that no matter how dark or stained your journey has been, joy is inevitable. Perhaps happiness isn't found in a perfect life, but in the simple act of washing away today's dust and putting on a clean heart for tomorrow. Every night is an opportunity to visit your own internal laundry. Don't let the stains of the day pile up. Soak them in self-compassion. Rinse them with forgiveness. And as you sleep, let them dry in the quiet air of the night. Washing your heart isn't a sign of weakness. It's the ultimate act of self-love. The mistakes you made today, the moments that made you blush with shame, the words that cut you, let them all go into the water. I will pray that while you sleep, your heart becomes warm and soft. I hope that when you wake up tomorrow, you feel the same crisp, clean energy of putting on a shirt fresh from the line. We all need a place like the Marigold Mind Laundry. It doesn't have to be a building on a hill. It can be this very moment, this quiet space we share. Whenever the world feels too heavy, come back here. I'll be here with the tea ready, waiting to listen. The night is deep now. Lay down your worries. Travel into your dreams, where only the things that make you happy can find you. You are enough. You are precious. Your very existence is a comfort to someone in this world. You've worked so hard today. Sleep well and rest deeply. Your happiness is on its way. Just like the marigolds, it will bloom in its own time. Good night. Thank you for being here.